Hey YouTube, wasn't sure I was gonna have time for this, but I figure while I'm in here and I do have a moment, I might as well show you guys what's going on here. So it's not gonna be a short video like usual, but it is gonna be one of my videos. We got a ProMaster 3500 here, and I'm building it out for my carpentry business. So first off, I wanted to take advantage of the height in here. We got a subfloor set up, ladders here and here, drawer system here and here, another drawer system, and like 2x4 storage. These are about 8 inches high. I just ripped down plywood to make them, and then Craig jigged them all together with wood glue and Craig screws. So yeah guys, I will jump to the next segment when I get that far, and you will see where we go from here. Alright, so got all of the subfloor framing done here. Got my ladder storage here and ladder storage here. These are all done with Craig jig set up. Basically how I went about doing this is I picked center. I would measure depending on your van, whatever you're using, but from this point to center, that point to center, they're different measurements, so you need to make sure, measure across your vehicle, find your center, and then decide if you're going to have a central framing member or not. But if you are not, then just offset from that measurement to get where you want to go. And that should make your layout pretty easy from that point. As long as you are sure about your first one, you can measure off of it. And that's how I did this. I was sure about this. This is actually offset of center, just on one side. So it was still on the line. It was just on the outside of the line where it should have ran. So technically this member should have been literally sitting right here if it was going to be on center. But this worked out best for me. It gave me a lot of space on this side as well as some use on that side. Drawer storage here, 2x member storage right here, and 8-foot trim, stuff like that. 12-foot stuff for me is going to end up going through the top because I think I do have the space across the top. And then I changed the direction of the framework to send stuff out this door, so this storage is all going to be accessible. I think that's pretty much it. Scribing, if you need to learn how to do that, I'm sure you'll find some videos out there about how to do that, but a lot of the edge stuff here, the next framing set is going to be scribed for the subfloor to meet up around all of these pieces. I've already got the one piece out there pretty much set. I got to cut out the opening here for the exposure, and you'll see how that goes. I also recommend, I don't know if I said it in the first segment, but I will say it again if I didn't, you should tongue and groove all this together with a router and the right, I don't know, cutting bit that will cut you a slot cutting bit. I guess that's what it would be called. Preferably a better quality one, because mine, the bearings blew out and I'm creating very deep slots, which is not what I wanted, but it is what is happening for this. I did tongue and groove setting for all of the stuff in the subfloor. That was pretty easy. All the segments, wherever they met, I just set a tongue and groove. I made sure that the tongue was sticking into the groove, so that any of the grooves were facing this direction, so that all of this would actually slide across, and I wouldn't have any problem sliding anything in. Nothing would be getting hung up. I'm also going to sand all of this before I put the final layer down. I also glued all of it, so this is all going to be pretty much one piece when it's all done, so it shouldn't really make too much noise, squeak, whatever. But there are a lot of pocket screws throughout. That's pretty much it for now. We'll go over more when I get further here. Sorry if I don't film as well as I normally do. I'm kind of rushing to get through this. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I will see you in the next clip. Alright, so guys, we got a lot further here. We got the plywood down. It's only got one screw in it that was holding it. This segment here, and the rest of it I haven't slotted in yet because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to sand the base so everything slides in smoother, if I'm gonna glue everything, if I'm gonna screw everything, otherwise. But there's tongue and groove joints right there, and I'll get back to you with the next portion. Hey guys, so this is gonna be the subflooring all done. It is glued and screwed. All of these Craig screws are recessed down. I've got a router edge along here. Got my multi-ladder there. I'm gonna have slide box here, slide box here. The sawhorses fit this way. I have an extra bay here that I haven't figured out yet. Yeah, it's real rigid. There's really not too much squeak or anything, and I didn't attach this to the subfloor. The only squeak I really have, you can hear it right here. There's going to be shelving here, but this piece of wood got a little too close to here. I tried to cut it after the fact, but it just was giving me problems, so I said forget it, and you know, I'll deal with the squeak. It'll probably eventually rub against the metal and rub away enough that it won't squeak anymore, but we'll see what happens. I do have to run a router edge. I'm just going to do the top here. I'm going to come through here with a flush cut and bring this in a little cleaner for what I want here, and then let that all set up. But yeah, I'm letting the glue set up right now. All this is tongue and groove together. I would recommend doing it that way. I have a center beam here, which is the only reason why I ended up meeting this seam here. I've got 2 pieces of plywood laminated together, so that's why I ended up matching those 2 seams. But the other ones, I did stagger them slightly. I think I flipped these pieces or something too. I think this is actually supposed to be the bottom. No big deal though. I'm going to sand this all down tomorrow after it's all set up. And then, yeah, I'll move on to shelving and stuff. I'm going to go grab the material for that, and, you know, the slide drawers on the bottom and whatever have you. But it's pretty nice. It's nice to be able to get up here and be able to see in here now. Thinking about putting lunches and stuff up there, maybe a little cooler. So yeah, that's it for the moment. It's coming along. Alright guys, so we did make some progress today. Got the box installed. This was more difficult than I thought. It took a lot of time to get everything where it needed to be. There was a nice lip on this particular US General model where the top sits in, and I could not get it to go in flush unless I wanted to put shims in here and try and screw it all, and it was really difficult. I did push this in myself. I took a jack and that 2x4, put it right in the center, and just kind of pushed it in. I had to kind of wiggle it once I got it in. Luckily those lips, because everything was so exact, it kind of held it, and that's what got it in place. So it's in there. The top drawer comes out, little clips on the side, you can pull the drawers, and then I put bolts through there. But I started at the bottom because that was easiest. Sent them in through up here too, and then down on the bottom. So that's done. Got this box set for this to go in here. This top is not, it's just a piece of wood. It's not on there yet. That's probably gonna be the next part. So yeah, that's pretty much it so far. Come back to you guys when I have more. Hey guys, so we're making some pretty good progress here. Spray foamed all of the gaps up just so that I'm not dropping any bolts, hardware, whatever, anything into the subfloor that might rattle and also get lost. Obviously these segments are closed off, so you're not going to be able to get in there when you're done. I decided on 24-inch for the stringer segments. You can stencil one of these and it'll work as long as you get a little bit bigger all the way down the run. I think these changed just slightly. But if you cut them a little bit large, you'll be fine. I sized them up before I put the 2x4s on, so I still have to notch all of these for the 2x4s, but I wasn't exactly sure where they were going to end up. So now that they're there, I'm going to start building the shelving on this side. And I don't think for now I'm actually going to build shelving down here. I might in the future, but I don't think I have a need for it at the moment. So this would be nice for extra storage at the moment for supplies and whatever, cabinets and other things I deal with, ATMs, air vacs, yada yada. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I'm waiting on the spray foam to set up, and I might also enclose this. That's going to be a little bit larger of a project, but the basic part is going to be 2 pieces of plywood tongue and groove together to sheet up this whole segment, and then I'm probably going to put a piece of Lexan in the center there so you can see back, but I'm actually not going to allow passage. There's not going to be a door here. It's just too much stuff to deal with. The doors are usually pretty flimsy if they're made out of wood. I could weld something together, but it'd be pretty extensive, and the whole purpose of this would be to contain the AC and the heat in the front compartment, and then it's actually going to be nice very quickly in here, rather than it trying to heat or cool this whole space. So yeah guys, I will come back to you when we're on to another part. So guys, a quick update here. Got all the material out of here, got a couple more stringers set. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do here, but I know I'm going to stop around here like 8 foot, something like that. Got all this in. I don't think I filmed this yet. I'm still going up higher, and then I've got this side set and the board's ready for it. I think I'm gonna do most of my material storage on this side here, and I'm gonna make like a clamp assembly that's gonna slide out here at around 4 foot, and we'll grab onto it, but we'll also hide away down the road, obviously. Got the back wall for the cab set up. It was taller than a sheet of plywood across, so I put the seam low. I tongue and grooved that and glued it, and then we got pocket holes front and back here, and I got a window here. I got a piece of Lexan that I cut with the jigsaw in a plastic bit. Got that all set and recessed it, and then I have trim, I think under there, yeah, right there, that's gonna go around the perimeter. I'm gonna stain this first though. I tried to find a good piece of plywood that looked nice. Can't get this to focus, but yeah, it does look pretty nice. So should look really nice in the cab. I'm gonna have to do some special stuff up here to meet up with this surface. There are a couple mounting holes inside of here. I might end up drilling 1 or 2 of them out a little bigger. We'll see what happens, but that's the plan for now. Got a lot more work to do still to get the rest of this there, but getting a lot closer. So I'll come back to you guys when I have something more.